Good
Okay,
morning.
it started.
Thank you so much, Dana. Today is Monday, March 25th, 2024. This is the regularly scheduled Tennessee Auctioneer Commission meeting. For this meeting, we are located in the Davy Crockett building. However, we're not in room 1B. We are on the 11th floor. This room is also the David Crockett room. We are participating through Teams, and this meeting is being recorded. Anyone that is on the Teams call and wishes to speak, you will have an opportunity at the end of the meeting, so we will make sure that you have plenty of time. My name is Roxana Gamusio. I am the Executive Director with the Tennessee Auctioneer Commission. And the first item of business will be to take roll call, make sure that we have quorum. When I read your names, if you can make sure, members, that you let me know you are here. You've got mics near you, and it's my understanding that we can hear everything as well, so we should be in good shape. Ed Knight?
Present.
Thank you. Jeff Morris?
Here.
Thank you. Larry Sims?
Here.
Thank you. And Kimball Sterling?
Here.
Thank you. And our only member not here today is Dwayne Rogers. We do have quorum. We are starting right at 9 in the morning. And the next item to point out is that the notice of this meeting, which was actually scheduled for February the 26th, was posted on the website, including the location, since August 25th of 2023. The meeting needed to be changed to March 25th, and so we have properly noticed this on the website, as well as added the current agenda on February the 27th. Members, we would need the agenda as it's been presented. A motion to proceed. If I could have a motion and a second for that.
I move we proceed. A second.
We have a motion by Mr. Kimball Sterling and a second by Mr. Larry Sims. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Hearing none, our agenda has been motioned. The next item of business is are the minutes from the November meeting, which was our last. They are on your iPads, members. If you have any questions or changes needed, please let me know. Otherwise, I would need a motion to proceed.
I move we proceed.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion by Kimball Sterling and a second by Ed Knight to accept the minutes as presented. All those in agreement, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Hearing none. If it's okay with the members, the first order of business, since this is the first meeting of the year, is to go ahead and elect our officers, and that would be a chair and vice chair in order to proceed for the meeting for 2024. I'll turn it over to the members to determine who you'd like to elect.
Yeah, I don't know when the last time that we did this, because this is the first time I ever remember sitting as chair. So
It's probably been a year. We do that at the beginning of the year, so time goes.
You said it's chaired twice. Okay.
There is no limit, so you all.
Who else would like to do? Anybody want to be one?
No, thank you.
Campbell, you want to be chair?
I wouldn't mind swapping out with you again.
All right,
I'll come back next time.
I'll nominate you as chair.
Okay, so I
didn't
think
get to do it during COVID.
there you go. We have a motion for Kimball Sterling to be the chair, and I believe that motion is coming from Jeff.
That is.
Morris. Do we have a second?
Second. There you go.
Sims.
Second by Mr. Larry Sims, and this would be to elect Mr. Kimball Sterling as the chair for the meetings during 2024. And for vice chair, I believe we have a motion by Mr. Kimball to elect Jeff Morris. Is that correct?
I guess correct. We'll let these other guys in next time.
You got it.
Don't worry about me. Oh, well, Jeff needs to be one more.
Do we have a second for our vice chair?
Second.
Thank you. Second by Ed Knight. All those in favor of our new chair and vice chair, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, that order of business is taken care of. The next on our agenda, again, the first meeting for the year, would be to follow Robert's Rules of Order and conduct our meetings following those set orders like we have each year. If you have any questions on what that means, Anna is here and will be happy to explain. Otherwise, we would need a motion to proceed following.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion by Jeff Morris and a second by Kimball Sterling. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Any opposed? Hearing none. Thank you, members. Now we'll skip back, and on your iPads, you have the education review. This is only one class. The class is part of Nashville Auction School. It is a 3-hour course titled Mastering Auction Negotiations and Effective Tactics for Success. The instructor is Jason Deal. I'll let you all review, and this is a 3-hour continuing education course.
Yeah, Jason and Shane have been running Nashville Auction School very well, and they've got some great talent coming in and helping them with these courses. So I would definitely make a motion to approve this course for them.
I'll second it.
Thank you. We are approving the educational course presented. It's a 3-hour continuing education course, and we have a motion by Jeff Morris and a second by Kimball Sterling. All those in favor of approving this, please say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Any opposed? Thank you. Next item will be our director's financial report, and that is on your iPads on page 14. Give me a second. This report is through January of 2024. It reflects a year-to-date deficit of $7,756. It leaves our reserves still with a decent balance of $511,752. The current educational fund, I believe at one of our meetings, we decided we always want an update on that. As of also actually, I think I have a February final number of $199,238 for the educational fund. And as you know, that educational fund has to stay above $150,000. So we're good there. I'm not at this point concerned with the deficit. We've seen a big increase in salary adjustments. That's across the state. It's been a great thing. So we're going to feel an impact of some of those salaries from the office, from legal, from any investigative items for complaints going up some, but at least at this point, I think we are going to be fine at the end of the year. And if not, then we would, discuss would these need to be raised. But that would be the last thing we'd ever want. So
The number of licensees, is that trending up or down? Or
it is staying pretty consistent.
okay.
And so I'll be happy to at the next meeting run a comparison of how many we've had. We will see.
That would be interesting to see.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, a lot of these online auctioneers aren't getting any licenses, so that's where it trend up.
Right.
I mean, there's so many of these people doing estate tag sales. Now they're putting their sales online as auctions, and so they don't. Till we get this other lawsuit finished, we can't do anything.
What is the status on that?
And so we are done at least with the financial aspect.
All right.
I will be happy to turn it over to the legal report if that's okay with the members. And
sure.
then once we go through with that, Anna has bills to discuss and can answer any of those questions.
Perfect.
Sounds good?
Yes. So first we'll go with the legal report, and then I'll talk some more afterwards. I just wanted to give a quick piece of information to the commission related to the first matter. So as we are still in the midst of ongoing litigation, any complaints that come to us related to the online auctions are going to be placed into a litigation monitoring status. So you'll see one of the complaints that actually number one, the original recommendation was for dismiss, and we're going to amend that recommendation today to place the matter into litigation monitoring. That way, no action will be taken on the complaints until the pending litigation has a conclusion. So I don't have any further updates related to that, other than it is still ongoing at this time period with the Attorney General's office, as you know, is representing us. Any other questions? Okay, I will turn it back over to Ms. Kimberly Cooper.
I'm going to skip number one. This recommendation is litigation monitoring, so it doesn't really matter what the facts are back and forth. The second case on the report was a complainant alleging that there was a respondent who had an expired license who was conducting auctions every week. I did go myself online and see where this individual was advertising to upcoming auctions. So I made the recommendation of a $500 penalty for unlicensed activity, essentially. They don't have a history, but it's pretty blatant, and hopefully once he's notified that they need to take some action on their license, that can get taken care of. They did not submit a response, unfortunately, so that's why
we know they receive service.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. And the next complaint, was, I thought it was kind of funny. I have to say that, somebody saying that there was some unlicensed activity going on in this parking lot, and it turns out the, unlicensed activity was not unlicensed activity. It was a bank that is repossessing secure transactions. So, obviously the recommendation for that one is to dismiss.
Sure. Well, under the matter of number 2, the second case, $500 civil penalty, that seems pretty cut and dried to me, and I would make a motion that we do that.
Second motion.
Thank you. We, are talking about case number 2.
Number 2, 2023-046021.
Recommendations accepted for legal counsel's, civil penalty.
$500 civil penalty.
500. Thank you. We have a motion by Jeff Morris, a second by Kimball Sterling. All those in favor of accepting the recommendation on number 2, please say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. None are opposed. Go right ahead, Jeff.
All right, so that takes care of the legal report.
We'll need, if we could get motions for number 1 to change to litigation monitoring,
Okay,
and a motion for the recommendation for number 3 as well.
all
I
right.
have a question about number 1,
Yes.
the litigation monitoring. Is that the complainant's going to take litigation, and you're waiting to see what happens, or what's explained?
No, so litigation monitoring status is a status that we use in the legal division, and so it's basically putting a pause or a hold on the case. And so the case is not going to be closed. It's just going to be held until we get a final disposition related to the lawsuit, since this case is related to online auction.
Oh, you're putting the lawsuit.
Yes, so that's the reason. Typically, when we have cases in litigation monitoring, that means that there is some kind of ongoing litigation related to the cases, and the commission may want to withhold making a decision until the litigation is concluded. And so this is it's just like that same kind of situation, except we're the ones asking for the case to be held until the litigation is concluded.
Well, when I look at number 1, and I don't see has a license versus not having a license, it looks like a issue with the auction company, which, reading through it, I mean, it's a pretty common thing that call the person back and say, you know, he has lifted a reserve.
Yeah.
Right.
So I just trying to clear that up. You're waiting on litigation from the attorney general, I suppose, to go through that.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the ongoing lawsuit that the commission's under. The difference between this case and the last case is we are currently not enjoined from enforcing online auctions, but just for safety's sake, I do believe it would be best for us to go ahead and put those cases into litigation monitoring.
All right, so for case 2023-049091, have a motion to put that in litigation monitoring. Anybody?
Second.
Kevin will make a motion. I'll second it. All in favor say aye. Aye. All right. On case number 3, 2023-058391, the recommendation from legal counsel is dismiss that case. Your motion? Anybody?
Did somebody, who told you it was the bank selling them in the parking lot?
The complainant.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There you go.
The complainant alleged it was just willy-nilly happening in some parking lot. And so when I reached out to the respondent, it was very clearly a bank that was following the procedure that they were contracted to do. So
Yeah, they don't have to have a licensed auctioneer for that.
Yeah, I make a motion to dismiss.
Yeah, I do, a second.
Motion made by Ed Knight, seconded by Kimball Sterling. All in favor say aye. Aye. All right. So that takes care of those 3 cases.
Okay. The next thing that I would like to do is just to bring your attention to iPads. Page 17 of your iPads, you'll see a copy of Senate Bill 2013. So this is a bill that was run related to public automobile auctions. And so it is that fix-it that we were looking for to go through to assist the issue that we had related to public automobile auctions. And so the update that I can provide the commission is that according to the website, this bill has passed and it was signed by the governor on 3/15/2024. So it goes into effect upon becoming a law. So that's an update for that related bill there. Do we have any questions related to it?
No, I know that I'm getting a lot of comments from other auctioneers that are very excited about seeing this get passed and get this all cleaned up, so it's
Yes.
been a good thing.
We're very happy to have this fixed. And then the next bill, if you'll go to page 19, this is a bill that is passed every year related to a large auction that occurs on, I believe it's in October every year. And so this is a bill that essentially exempts them for the requirements that we have here. So any questions related to that? Let me.
What is a hospital auction?
I think it is. I know it's a motor vehicle auction that is held. It's a festival that occurs every year.
And it is money donated to a hospital, yes. So on page,
So they don't have to
20.
use an auctioneer,
correct.
what you're saying.
In this law, it's not the first time, I don't know if it's every year, but pretty close. They
Right.
will do this bill to.
You know, there's one thing that's always bothered me about that. I do a lot of benefit auctions myself, and I don't charge for them. But if you owe the hospital some money, they come after you for $12. They'd absolutely come after you. And then, they don't worry. We donate our time, and then they use people that are not auctioneers, and there are auctioneers in the state that make a living doing benefit auctions. I don't like it, but I don't disagree with it because I do benefit auctions myself. But a hospital comes after 4 people for $40 bills sometimes and sues them and takes them into court. And here we are being nice to them. I just want to make that comment on the record. I know y'all enjoy hearing that, but that's what I want to make on the record.
Duly noted.
Yes, thank you.
So this is an annual exemption.
Yes, it's for the one-time event once a year. Yes. So I looked up the bill actions, and it looks like this has been signed by Senate Speaker and the House Speaker, so it's been transmitted to the governor for action. So we're still waiting a decision to make a determination whether it will be signed or not. Any further questions, spirited comments?
Interesting the way it's written, but it's very specific to a certain population level.
Yeah.
That's pretty interesting.
Okay. The last thing that I will bring to your attention is on page 21 of your iPads. So if you'll pass the bills, you will see a notice for rulemaking. So due to the new oncoming bill passage related to that, we are going to need to amend our rules to do so. So I have on page 22, you'll see the amendments that are going to be put through related to that. So the last package that we had, we were going to amend, the statute change lowering the age of public automobile auctioneers from 21 to 18. Since that package was stalled due to the situation we're now fixing, we're going to go ahead and do that again this time. So you'll see that 016001-.25, paragraph 1A is going to remove 21 years of age to 18 years of age. And then the second blurb you'll see is the same rule, 0160-01-.25, paragraph 2I. It's going to clarify that the public automobile auction, the motor vehicle dealer license from the Tennessee Motor Vehicle Commission is to be issued in the name of the public automobile auction. And the next section, the last one, is 0160-01-.252J. And this one I thought was pretty clear, but just for consistency's sake, we'll go ahead and do that as well.
Yeah.
The public automobile auction has displayed on its premises a valid, that is an error, it should say a valid public automobile auction license from the Auctioneer Commission issued in the name of the public automobile auction.
So that needs to be cleaned up.
Yeah, so I'll fix that. But with that being said, I will need a motion in the second from the commission to go ahead and move forward with the rulemaking process. Right now, it is scheduled that we'll have if this moves according to plan, a rulemaking hearing at the August meeting.
Okay. Chair will entertain a motion to that effect, if anybody will make it.
We're changing a little bit of language in.
The rules?
Yeah.
Yes, we're changing, the the last two sections to make it match with the oncoming legislation that was passed.
Okay.
And then, the first one is also to change the language with the statute that was passed, lowering the age of a public automobile auctioneer. So that's,
Second to motion.
yeah, it's already been done. We're just changing the rules to make sure it matches the statute.
Won't you make the motion?
I thought you made the motion.
No, I didn't. I said we'll entertain a motion.
I make the motion.
Thank you.
Then we'll make the motion. Ed, you approve? Second? Second by Ed. All those in favor of changing the rules as written, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
That's all for me.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Members, the next and last item on your iPad is we're trying to do this a little bit early this time. This is information from the summer conference for the National Auction Association. The conference date is July 23rd through the 27th. It's being held in Pennsylvania. I just open up for conversation if the members would like to send one or two members. Obviously, financially, the program isn't with a surplus every single month, so we're not sure where we're going to end in June. I just welcome the conversation for you to decide if you want a member to go. On a couple of times we've sent two members, otherwise we've sent one, so completely up to you. That way we can proceed with starting to set this up.
When is our next meetings in June?
August. Oh, May 20th will be our next meeting. And we voted on this sometimes in May, but by then sometimes we pay the full registration. I just thought if we had a minute to discuss that, we can start that plan early. So we're meeting, May 20th is the next meeting, and then.
You know, years ago, the Auctioneer Commission would go to a convention and have a meeting at the convention. And you'd get a bunch of auctioneers there because a lot of them attend, and it was always a great experience for the auctioneers to see how the commission worked, and they could ask a lot of questions. It was always fun. I think the last time that I saw it happen was in maybe Denver or Colorado years ago. I don't know whether that's going to be worked out or anyway, but that's a pretty exciting thing for the auctioneers to meet the commissioners and ask questions which they normally wouldn't ask. That's just something I wanted to bring up. I'm not saying.
Let me ask a quick question. Thank you, Mr. Kimball, because I was not aware. So at that conference in Denver, the entire commission?
Yep, had the meeting at the convention, the national convention.
Interesting. I hadn't heard of that.
So that was way
We did
before
it, they did it in San Diego too, but the meeting actually took place at the conventions. That took the closest meeting to the convention. And, you know, a lot of auctioneers out there will go to the national convention because it's like going to the Shrine Convention, you know, big time parties and stuff, having fun and getting education. But it's something to look at, I would say, because that's where I met Hack Ayers years ago.
Oh, wow.
All right.
My buddy Hack.
Oh, yeah.
He's a good one.
Yeah. And Jake Horney out of Virginia. He was the greatest old auctioneer there ever was.
Well, Ed and I went last year.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Jake Horney, Horney Brothers Auction.
remember seeing that name.
What they did is they went to Florida and bought up all the land. They took a tent and an elephant and went around and sold lots in Florida. His daddy did.
Oh, my.
An elephant.
Yeah, it's like a circus.
Yeah, you interested in going again this year?
Probably, I think I can make the dates work.
Yeah, I'm not interested.
I'd like to go every year.
Pittsburgh's a great city.
Well, I go every year, so, and I will be going this year. If the commission would like to send me, that'd be great.
Oh, yeah, I'd love to send you.
There you go.
Make sure you go to the strip district in Pittsburgh.
No, thank you.
No, it's food.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Didn't know what was gonna be.
That didn't sound good.
There was a warehouse strip where all the people used to eat. It's a wild place.
That did not sound
There's
good.
no stripping. It's all food.
For the record, you answered very quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Yes, right, yeah.
New York strip, New York.
Yeah. But yeah, I'd move that if we have the money to do it, which we should, if we start getting licenses from these, internet auctioneers.
Which is outside of our control. I want to real clearly.
Yeah, I know that.
It's not happening anytime soon.
I move that
Right
these,
now, we are at a deficit, but the commission has the authority to decide who travels.
I move we have these two gentlemen go to Pittsburgh to the strip district.
Thank you.
For food.
Wait, research it. You'll love it. They make a sandwich up there this tall.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, so we do have a motion,
Is there a
Mr.
second?
Kimball Sterling, for Jeff.
Larry seconded it. All in favor, say aye.
Thank you. And Ed, right?
Yeah.
All those in favor.
All
So
right.
we will move forward with this, and then, of course, member Jeff and Ed, you all would go ahead and start looking at your
Yep.
travel plans and giving us that information.
We will do
Dana
that.
can
We will
it.
do that.
That is wonderful. The next item of business, just real quick, I'm looking at those participating through Teams. Dana or John, thank you both for making sure that our Teams meeting is running well. Do we have any members participating virtually that have any comments about the agenda or anything that's covered so far? I want to make sure to stop and give them a chance to speak. Okay. I don't see any hands raised or mics being unmuted, so I'm going to assume all those participating and getting a chance to listen to our meeting. You're always welcome to, of course. I don't think we have any comments, and so this ends anything that I have. Members, if you have any questions or want to discuss anything else, or Anna?
One more thing, just, I know we stated, but I want to state for the record one more time. We will not be issuing any licenses related to online auctions at this time due to the ongoing litigation.
Right.
So once that's concluded, we'll then decide, determining on what the court decides where to go from there. But that I just wanted to state that.
Can you clarify for me exactly where we stand, or what we're waiting on?
Yeah, we're in the preliminary stages, as you know. The complaint has been filed. I will follow up with the Attorney General's office to see if I can get a better update at this time, but I don't have any further information. As you know, at the very beginning, the complaint has been filed. Because of that, then there's a response. The parties have the opportunity to exchange discovery. And if you remember the last time we had discovery, there were some interrogatories that we presented to you all that were required to be answered. So if that happens, of course, we'll address the commission at that time, and then the judge in the matter has the opportunity to then hear, based upon the filings of the court, make a determination if they believe related to the law, finish the complaint. If they choose to grant relief to the plaintiff or not. So that's where we are. It's in the Middle District of Tennessee. Last time after that filing, as we know, was appealed to the Sixth Circuit, but we're still the very preliminary stages there.
This is in federal court.
Yes, in the federal court. Yeah.
So this could go on for quite some time.
Right, just like the last one. So it is very possible. So at this time, we're, of course, not doing anything related to online auctions at this time.
Perfect. Will there being no further business,
I got a little business.
Go ahead.
I'm a sick daughter, and I'm going to resign from the commission. But I'm going to resign, I'm chairman right now, but I'm going to resign from being chairman today because I have to take care of this daughter. I come to Nashville with her every now and then, kidney transplant stuff. So I'm going to resign, to make the vice chairman the chairman, and I'd like to nominate Ed Knight for vice chairman. Is that Robert's Rules of Order? I know y'all hate to see me go, but I think it is.
But you're gonna resign from the commission?
Yeah, I need to,
Yeah.
because,
So this will be your last meeting?
yeah, I guess it will, but I'll stick on if y'all can't get, I tell you, there's a girl named Patty,
Baldini.
Baldini, that really needs to be on this commission. She's a lady auctioneer here in Nashville. She's good. We don't have a lady on this commission. I think you guys, and I'll talk to who I know in the governor's office about Patty. She's put an application in. She's a really good gal. She knows what she's doing. She knows the auction business. And I think she ought to take over my seat.
You're the large member?
Yeah,
Okay, perfect.
I'm the at-large member.
So,
And I'll miss you guys. What am I doing something wrong?
I'm not sure which seat you have, whether it's the
I'm at
at-large or
large.
not.
I'm at large.
We'll find out, but I'm glad she's filled out the application.
Yeah, I had her fill it out about,
well, Patty would be excellent.
yeah, she's a good gal.
So she would be excellent, so if somebody could reach out to her and if
Yeah,
the
it's like-
governor's office, yeah. 'cause we
Both
may
of my
have somebody-
daughters are in business with me. They're both auctioneers, but they're not quite ready to be on the commission yet. I suggest them because they're both good girls and they're learning the auction business after 10 or 15 years. But Patty would be real good for the commission. And, I hate to leave you guys, but it's time. I won't be able to come down 4 times a year and get my Uncle Bud's catfish. I don't like to eat every month every time I come down. And y'all will miss me too, I know.
Yes, we will.
I'm very lively and
Absolutely.
forget memories.
We will.
So I'm resigning, giving the chairman back to Jeff, and I'd vote for I'd nominate Ed to be the vice chairman.
So, is that a motion?
That is a
That's a
motion.
motion.
And I will second that motion.
Okay, I want to make sure, because I'm scratching what I originally did, that Mr. Kimball has made a motion for Jeff Morris to be the chair and for Ed Knight to be vice chair. And who seconded it?
I did.
You did. Thank you. Motion. I think I've got that. Thank you. And we will miss you, Mr. Kimball. So
I know, and I'm
I'll
taking
start
my
looking
name
at it.
tag.
Okay, you can do that. You can do that.
We won't need it anymore. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
All right.
We know all will be to go.
No, we want you to do what you want to do.
And all the best to your daughter.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing that.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Well, thank you for that, Campbell.
Yeah.
Thank you for your years of service.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it.
It's you've been a great asset to the
Yeah, I may
commission.
come back one day, who knows?
There you go. There you go. We'd love to have you back. There being no further, business, I would entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
Somebody make the motion.
Make a motion.
Ed makes the motion. It's seconded by Campbell. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you, members.
Follow up to that, I'd like to get one of the staff to take a picture of the 4 of us guys.
Absolutely.
So we can say goodbye to Campbell and Crawford.
I don't do good with pictures because I'm so much talk. I'm so much.
Our
talking.
meeting has-
Yeah, but you'll look just
Item
fine in here.
5, Dana or John, if you'll end our recording, thank you so much. And to the members that joined us through Teams, thank you.
We'll stand in the chair next
So
to you.
maybe stand over here.